Tell us about CSCMP. Do you consider it to be effective?
Well, it's a 53-year-old organization founded in 1963. It's based on unbiased research. It is noble in its desire to advance logistics and supply chain management and the careers of the individuals in it. So we connect, educate, and develop the world's supply chain professionals. So we view our role as very important in terms of connecting supply chain professionals all around the world.
Good. How many people are you expecting at the 5th Annual Supply Chain Leadership Forum in Barcelona?
Right, at this point we're going to have about 200 attendees, and we'll simultaneously have our European Research Seminar, which is for academics. They'll present papers that will be published in our Journal of Business Logistics, and then of course our practitioner conference as well. So, and then we'll all meet during lunches and receptions. So we're proud that we'll be having attendees from 20 different countries here in Europe.
Good, impressive. And the highlights of the conference?
Well, we'll have speakers from companies like Nestle Purina, from Leancore, from IKEA, from IBM and Swarovski. So we'll have a lot of different industries represented. We're able to present best practices from supply chains all around the world in terms of terrific solutions and creative ideas that people are implementing now. So our attendees will be able to go home with some real ideas in order to implement and satisfy their customers at a different pace, more efficiency, more revenue, less cost. So these are the types of things that we'll be talking about at the conference. So it's really an honor to be with practitioners who are giving so freely of their supply chain success stories to everyone who will be in attendance.
Good. So as you already mentioned, in parallel with the European conference,
right.
the CSCMP, Business School and CLC are organizing the European Research Seminar. So what would you say were the benefits of strengthening the collaboration between industry and academia?
Yeah, well, you know, when CSCMP was founded in 1963, it was founded by academics and practitioners who got together to develop a professional society. We're not a trade association, we're a professional society for individuals and companies alike. So that core foundation exists today. So we're very proud of the connections that we have between practitioners and academics, and of course students. Students are a very important part of the future of our discipline as supply chain is exploding all around the world.
Good. What kind of challenges do you think the supply chain professionals face today?
I think e-commerce is a challenge. It's very expensive, yet growing. And so when e-commerce becomes 40 or 50% of total retail sales, we in the supply chain have to figure out a way to manage that inventory flow in a much more effective and efficient way. We're learning how to do that. We have great visibility tools now. We know where our inventory is all up and down the supply chain. So as that channel of delivery becomes more predominant, you know, we in the supply chain will be able to perform at a much better rate once we learn and use scale and different types of techniques and innovation to make it more effective and efficiency for consumers all around the world. That's one challenge. I think the other one is talent. Right now we don't have enough talent to support our supply chain, not only at the managerial ranks, but also at the labor ranks in many countries. So in the US, as an example, supply chain graduates are getting job offers 8 to 10 months before they graduate. So that's terrific for the supply chain discipline because we're now a modern force in global business today. So we need more people to recognize supply chain management as a destination career in lower levels of their educational systems.
And finally, your vision of the future?
I think it's a wonderful time to be in supply chain management. We know we lower costs, we now are generating revenue. So we're becoming a modern force, as I mentioned, in business around the world. It is a global discipline. It connects continents and communities and economies. We have much greater opportunities for young people and people who are seasoned as well in all facets of supply chain management. So it's a terrific time for us to be really driving business and driving economies. We make the world a better place. We raise the standard of living as we believe we can get products in a much better way all around the world. So it's wonderful to be in this discipline and wonderful to see it evolve.
Same here.
Thank you.
So